So let me just say this to you, okay? I something just happened that I have to deliver this message in the most precise way. I think personally it's absolutely bad, it's notorious and it's wicked for a breadwinner to die and not have a life insurance policy. But whoa, why did you say that? Please hear me out. Okay? If you love your family, you know, why are you leaving them broke? When you die. That's not love. That's just wickedness disguised as negligence. This is the truth. So when you're listening to me right now, please hear me out. I'm going to make a case to you today on why it's absolutely imperative that you truly have this thing called life insurance. Protect yourself. Please just hear me out. You say, how do I start? Let's get real. Let's get real. If you're the head of your household, and let's just say you are the one that is providing the finance for your family, the kids have to eat because of you, a car is driven because of you in the house, people have to buy clothing just because of you. If your spouse depends on your income and you don't have life insurance, it's like you're playing like a Russian roulette, with their future. And that's not noble, that's reckless, and that's borderline wicked. Let me explain this a step further because there's a reason why I'm talking right now. Somebody needs to hear this. I was just busy, doing something. I got a story and a message from somebody that really just, I said, hold on a second. The world needs to hear this message today. The world needs to hear this today. Okay? The world needs to hear this today. So now, please hear me out here. Love without protection is just feeling. That's exactly what it is. It's just feeling. That's why as I welcome you guys, I'm talking about the importance of protecting yourself, especially if you're someone that other people depend upon you. Like if you help your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, they need a few money, whatever, and you help them out. This message is for you. It really is for you. You see, how can you say you love someone, but then you have no protection if you're dead, if you're gone? It doesn't matter young people die, old people die. It doesn't matter who you are. Real love isn't just buying gifts or paying bills. Real love, it's protecting their dignity in your absence. Let me explain to you what happened to you when you die. Listen carefully to me, Max, Mater, Rowdy, all of you, just listen to me. When somebody passes away, the first few hours, it's a phone call. So everybody's crying, delirious. They can't believe that somebody just died. So they're going nuts, they're going crazy. Then they call your best friends, they call your brothers, they call your sisters, they call everybody. They're like, they can't believe this person just died. And the other person on the other end of the phone is crying. It's crazy, it's delirious, it's not cool. And then, shortly thereafter, they're making arrangements for funeral. They call the funeral home. They know the first thing the funeral home people ask? The funeral home people ask, send me his insurance policy. Send me her insurance policy. What do you mean? He has no insurance policy? But our rate is $10,000. And now guess what happened? Nobody can pay. Nobody has any money. So imagine, you drive to a house, you see a nice car is parked in front of the house, a beautiful mansion, everything is gorgeous, and then you turn around and now all of a sudden they have to be begging everybody else to contribute, to chip in a little bit for funeral. Oh my God. Do you want to talk about the shame? I pray to God, man, that a lot of people's shame is undone. But this is deep. This is very, very deep. So you can't control death. You can't control damage. You can't control what happens to you. However, you can control how you react to them. Every day you live without life insurance, every day you don't protect yourself, your family is vulnerable. And that's devastating. This is the truth. I know people don't like to hear this message. People like to hear very fancy messages. People like to hear music and this and feel good type messages and so on and so forth. A guy like me have to come on and tell you the truth. A guy like me have to challenge your thinking because the wealthy people protect themselves. People with real money protect themselves. You have to protect yourself. It's not even a debate. You have to do that. You realize you can't control death, but you can't control the damage. Because every day you live without insurance, you are leaving your family vulnerable to devastation. Because all of a sudden, the dirty laundry is washed in the public. Then I'm like, I can't believe that man was fake. I can't believe she was fake. and they start talking behind your back. There's nothing you could do. You're already dead. It's your spirit hovering around your body. You're like, I can't believe this person saying this about me. No, I'm going to punch you. But I mean, you can't do that. It's your spirit. You're not in an esoteric type of a life. It's consciousness. You're not physically present anymore. So let me say this to you. And this is deep. This is very deep. It's very deep. If you're here, you're supposed to hear this today. You're supposed to hear me. A car accident, a heart attack, a random event that we didn't control at all. You have no control over that. But are you ready? You can control what happens if they ever happen to you. Let me tell you something that's powerful. This is very powerful. When you die, your family is already overwhelmed with too much pressure. When you die, it's overwhelming to your family. They can't even handle the fact that you're dead. The last thing the family have to go through is for them to be crying about you dying, but they have to worry about how they're going to bury you. They have to worry about money. It's the last thing you want to put. God, Lord have mercy on my soul. It's the last thing you ever want your family to go through. It's the last thing. It's a wicked act of neglect. It's exactly walking around knowing that you're not covered. You need to protect your life. And if you die, your kids then will have to starve. And that's crazy that the house that you live in can become somebody else's house because they can't pay the rent or mortgage. And the car you're driving goes back, to the dealership because you haven't finished paying for the car yet. That's reckless. That's wicked. So somebody needs to hear this message from me today. I don't know who it is. But if you're listening to me, you're supposed to hear this. What I want you to be thinking about, okay, is this. Because the common excuse people says, but you don't understand. I don't trust insurance. I said, hold on a second. But you trust Netflix. You trust movie theaters. You trust your iPhone, your Android, but you don't trust life insurance. Are you serious right now? You don't trust life insurance, but you trust all this other stuff? It's called misplaced priority. But let me take it even a step further for you. And this is very, very important. Very, very important. People say, but I can't afford it. When I say this, people get really upset. They log off. They get mad. But this is the truth, though. Somebody have to come and tell the truth. It's not just about feel good all the time. Somebody have to tell the truth. Somebody have to challenge you the right way. I say this. You get your nails done. You get your lashes done. Your iPhone, your sneakers. But you're telling me you can't protect your life? I just don't buy that. I don't think I stop playing. Get covered. Listen, if this message hits you in the chest, DM me right now. Say, I need life insurance. DM me when we're done. Post, I'm going to live this life. I'm going to post it. React to it. I need life insurance. Right there on TikTok. Let's fix that today. Don't delay because life doesn't wait for you to be ready. Never has, never will. So you react to me here. You say you need it. And definitely I'll get back to you and make sure whatever it is, they will work with you. But I don't even care if it's $1. Just protect yourself. That's my message today. Somewhere along the line, you needed to hear this message. If you're listening to me right now, the universe brought you here so you can hear this message. And if you're part of this right now, you're supposed to hear it. Now, what you do with this message is 100% on you. It's not on me. On my part, I've delivered the message. I follow my spirit. Okay? I have. I follow my spirit. I've delivered the message. It's not left for you to respond accordingly. But I want to say thank you for joining me on TikTok Live. I don't want to come on TikTok Live, but I'm trying this out. I'm pretty much on IG, and my IG is pretty heavy, So it can hit a 10, on my IG, but I don't come to TikTok as much. I just deliver the message on IG. Reaction is crazy. I say, okay, let me come on TikTok and let me deliver the same message. So again, if you're 18 years and above, you live in the United States, and you don't have this, just DM me, and I will respond to you accordingly. Thank you so much for joining me, okay? I appreciate you guys. Have a great one, everybody. Bye.